Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to speak in support of my amendment today, which removes a $100 placeholder for CEOs. And the governor's budget recommendation, he wanted $1 million this year, $5 million next year, and $10 the following year for CEOs. And if you're not familiar with what CEOs are, they are individuals that will be hired by the state school reform office to essentially be emergency managers at the school building level. They're not appointed to an entire district. They're actually appointed at the building level, but they can be appointed to multiple schools, which is exactly what is happening in East Detroit right now. I believe it's 4 out of the 6 schools they want to put in this CEO. I have strong concerns about this method of trying to turn around priority schools. And those are our schools that are in the bottom 5% academically. And I am not the only one who has concerns about this and about this model. In fact, the $5 million that was in the governor's budget recommendation came out of the House budget, got stripped out of the Senate budget. So this proposal wasn't even supported in the House school aid budget or the Senate school aid budget, but now someone's trying to slip in a $100 placeholder to try to keep this issue alive. What I don't understand is time and time again we have seen in this state that the state takeover model fails. It failed in Flint, it failed in DPS. Why are we continuing to look at these failed state takeover models? The head of the SRO office came and testified in committee. She said, we can turn priority schools around. And she provided 2 examples. One was miraculously turned around in 1 year, the other school in 2 years. And guess what? No CEO. They worked collaboratively with the Department of Education, the SRO office, and their local folks to turn around these schools. We should be looking at an ISD option for these schools to coordinate with their local ISD, work with the SRO office and the MDE. What has happened in this chamber to support for local control? Why are we time and time again using this state takeover model that is simply telling people we know best? We know our locals know best, really. That's what I believe. So we shouldn't even be talking about creating a space for this when we have models that are proven to turn around priority schools, and we have multiple examples of emergency managers and state takeovers failing time and time again. So I ask for support of this amendment.
Thank you, Representative. The question before the House is on the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is not adopted.